We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of shrimp, if I see it, I cop it. I'm that kid, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it. We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of shrimp, if I see it, I cop it. I'm that kid, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it.
Yeah, if I see it, I cop it. Running through stores, if I see it, I rock it. Yeah, girl, if you see it, I got it. Run it up more, we need all the profit. 100 racks back up in summer 16. Spent that whole bag on a whole summer dream. Life's complicated, no Avril Lavigne. Copped a new condo to blow off some steam. All these rappers just rapping in triplets. Pushing that product, just got a new shipment. Pushing that roll 50 over the limit. Cushion that blow, I don't get why they with it. We at the top and we throwing the game. All of these peasants will know of my name. All of these blessings, we staying the same. The drip is fluorescent, I'm going insane. Royal genetics all up in my veins. Back me a real one and gave her my name. All of these issues, but no one to blame. Praying that God will just show me the way. Changing the gang, got the source code, and I'm off-road and my horses go skirt. One in the same day, of course, no, we in first, yo, all my niggas we were. Fake into fame, but we all know, cause the source told all you niggas just learn. Talking and saying y'all pseudo, and it's true though, y'all just popping them perks. Taking the stage, got a few shows, let the crew know it's a cloud in the dirt. I am the king and it's my throne, y'all are kind though, they keep calling me Zerx.
Be at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of shrimp, if I see it, I cop it. I'm that kid, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it. We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of shrimp, if I see it, I cop it. I'm that kid, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it.
We only got one life, I'ma get that. If you with that, do not sit back and just wish that you had it. Despite all your witchcraft and your riffraff, this is my gift and you wish that you had it. Tonight gonna bump trap, gonna thump that. Drums in the back and you know that we have it. Girls like where the one at, need to run back. Flee from these niggas, you know that they savage. They acting macho like they Randy Savage. They call me Pablo, the kingpin is at it. I am Apollo, you Rocky, I've had it. Y'all can just follow cause niggas is slacking. I am Jack Sparrow, my verses is cracking. I am the ghost and you rappers is Pac-Man. Out in the coast and I'm getting more blacking. Y'all acting hairy, I'm grabbing the waxing.
Top, if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lobster and shrimp, if I see it, I cop it. I am that kid, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas ain't using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired to stand for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They are controlling the youth, agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act, fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beard, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang. You know we don't like guys, yeah. Man, it's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah. Ayy, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents, cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay private, but I got them groupies. Own me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble and in with the newbie. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Please, don't do this.
Go to the fucking gym.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, buses, hustlers, and y'all hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe. It is Wednesday, August the 26th. So we're about to get into it. We got a lot to do, and hopefully you went to the fucking gym. You're having a great day. We got a Swole card today. It is Swole after, not Swole after dark, Swole AF. Swole AF. Look at that Pinkston Churchill. Looking glorious. And Tainty Man has the donut of shame on. So, you know the deal. He knows the deal. He knows it now. He knows it now. It's funny because he just sits there and just closes his eyes and goes to sleep. We'll check back on him in a few minutes, but he's good. Everything's good. Let's get into the first order. We're going to go over an order today, an epic one from Denise. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you, Denise, for an awesome order over at papaswolio.com.
I fucking can!
Look at this one. We like to highlight epic orders and, of course, reviews. As we get into that tip, people join on the live stream. We're about to jump full in. Fuck Your Feelings Shooting Star sticker, Power Pump Girl sticker, Curl Bears sticker. Great stickers. And we have a Curl Bears Racerback tank. You Can't Lift With Us Racerback tank. Deadlift, the Deadpool deadlift Racerback tank, and a Teenage Mutant Lifting Turtles tank, an absolute haul. So enjoy those amazing pieces of merch. Put those stickers somewhere nice, maybe your water bottle, something like that. Excellent choices. All right, shout out to everyone watching on Telegram, YouTube, and of course Rumble. A lot of fam over there. Shout out, people. We are going to get into that tip in just a moment, and looking forward to seeing you. Fitney, I'm going to join Swolenormous X again here soon and stay connected. I have to share my journey with Papa and the Swole fam. Over the last 5 years, I've made a lot of mistakes, but learned a lot. Well, that would be awesome. That would be awesome to have you back in the fam officially. And yeah, I think we've all made a lot of mistakes in the last 5 years. Some more than others, but you're going to make mistakes. But fail upwards, right? Try again. Keep on ameliorating and adjusting and adapting. So looking forward to having you back. Officially, you're already crushing here on the Mancast every day. Let's get into that tip, shall we? We have a bunch to get into. Just an inch. It's cold outside. We're going to get into a couple emails. Do we have 2 emails? Yeah, we got a few. We got a few responses. So send down an email. Your excuses are stronger than you. And we have this response from Ari or Ahri, cool spelling, crazy. I was sitting at home thinking, quote, I'm going to the fucking gym today. For whatever reason, I opened my emails, and this is the first one I saw and opened. Thank you for being my motivation. For the first time since March of this year, I went to the gym. Ahri, the first time since March? Tomorrow will be the first time since yesterday that I went. All right. What's been holding me back lately is fear and lack of motivation, even shame. I lost 100 pounds between 2024 and 25, and from 25 to 2026, I've gained about 20 of it back. I've been afraid of people seeing me and noticing that I've regained, so I've stayed out of the gym. I know that sounds really stupid and counterproductive, but that's just where I've been mentally. I also stopped eating well and tracking my meals. Today I decided to retake control of my life. I'm going to try my best. There is no try, only do. Do it. You already know what to do. You've been doing it. You've done it before. And yes, it's stupid. I'm not going to sit here and rail on how fucking retarded that is because you know, but you're back in it. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. You're like, I need to get back into it. You saw the email. You opened it. You responded. You're going back. Take control of your life. Don't try your best. Execute. Do what you need to do. If you need other support and assistance, join us officially. Join the Swole fam. SwoleNormousX.com. We're here for you. So shout out. I'm not going to beat you over the head with a club that you already beat yourself with, but you know what to do, right? You know what to do. You know, you gained about 20 back. 20 pounds, you'll notice 20 pounds, but 20 pounds definitely distributes itself pretty evenly around the body. So you'll notice, oh, you gained some weight. You joke about it and fucking crush it. That shit will come off quick too. Anyway, you're back. You're back. You're back. Go get it. Go get it. Check back in. We should keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that guy. All right. Candace. Your excuses are stronger than you. Candace says, well, I didn't go last week because my sciatica, so I walked and swam instead. However, I've been going this week, so I'm still being active. All right. I would ask if Candace was watching live or listening live, what you're doing to address that issue. Are you doing yoga? Are you doing stretching? Are you doing certain strength training exercises to combat that? It's not a death sentence. You have an issue because you have impingement on that nerve. And usually it's because of tight hips, it's because of mobility and lack of strength training and all these different things. So not across the board. Sometimes you have an accident or something and you get banged up, an impact injury, a car accident or something that, yes, it's going to be improved by strength training, but sometimes there's issues that are overuse. Hey, you've been sitting in a chair for 30 years, which might in some cases be worse, but it's different than if you were walking down the sidewalk and a golf cart ran you over. That's a different type of injury. I think we can all agree with that. All right. We got this one from German. Your excuses are stronger than you. Hi, Papa Swolio. I normally read all your messages carefully. Your advice is always welcome and so important to us in many senses. It's hard to describe just one reason that's holding me back. I live in Spain. I am aware we are very far, but I hear you and watch carefully as if I was beside you. I love the language barrier and how it's written. I watch carefully as if I was beside you. As if you were there yourself. I love the wording. Appreciate it. I think the main issue really is commitment in capital letters, I would say. I train 3 to 4 days a week, try to eat clean, and I'm focused on trying to achieve my best version of myself, but I lack dietary rules and a certain systematic approach, I presume. I do have an organized routine with weightlifting, but results are minimal. My main concern is if I buy your program, how can I commit just looking a device if you are not there all the way? I mean, I would not have much feedback. I understand it's impossible for you physically to attend to everyone, but maybe I still hope to make it someday, just need a little push. Can't describe how frustrating it is, but thanks anyway for giving us the opportunity. I try to follow all your advice as much as I can, including reading the 7 pillars. But consistency has to grow also with results. Thanks again. Well, thank you for the letter. I know there's a language barrier, but get the point. You're listening from across the pond, as a lot of people do, and you're plugging in. And that's the beautiful thing about one of the positives of social media and the internet is that you can be far apart and feel like we're all in the same place. So that being said, thank you for plugging in and reading the 7 pillars. But again, it's not about reading the 7 pillars. It's about emulating and executing. And you said consistency has to grow with results. No. Let me clarify. And maybe there's a language barrier there, but consistency doesn't grow with results. Results grow as a result, or results come as a result of consistency. It's the 7th pillar. So you have the first 6 pillars, and then the 7th pillar is the first 6 consistently, which is a whole pillar in itself. So consistency that's every day. Every day you're addressing all 6. Maybe you're not training intensely today on a Wednesday. Maybe you trained really hard yesterday. You're training again tomorrow, but this is part of your training. A recovery day or a day where you're not doing intense training, going for a walk, you're going for a swim instead of heavy weightlifting, that's still part of your program. That still counts as training. Don't separate these things. This is all part of your life. That's why they're all together. That's why you can't just do 6 and, hey, I'm doing great. You might do great. I think we could all agree. You could do great with having only 5 of these, but you're going to have issues. You're going to do a lot better than if you do nothing. If you do 5, you'll do a lot better than 3. If you do all 7 pillars, okay, that's optimal. But if you do 3, you'll do better than 2, but you're going to have a lot of problems. The more you do, the more you execute, the more consistent you'll be. The more you're able to be consistent because you set those habits, because and it takes time. You're not just going to nail all of them, and they adapt over time. So that being said, when you say, how can I commit to just looking at a device because I'm not physically there? But this is why it's the Swole fam. That's why Swolenormous X is what we do here on the Daily Swole. That's why this is a public facing podcast. It's very member centric for a reason, because it gives everyone an opportunity to ask questions, because we're all busy. We're all doing things. We're all managing a lot of things in our life, but it allows everyone to have a time or a place to get together. If you want to ask a live question, I'm here. We do live questions every day. Live questions. We're in the app, in the community section. You can post up questions there and people answer. Telegram chat. So you post up videos for form in the app. We'll help you, guide you, ask questions. You have to engage. You have to involve yourself. So it's still, you can join and pay for, it's not just a program. It's everything. It's all 7 pillars in one place. But you still have to do the work. Even if you have a personal trainer physically in front of you, you still have to do the work. Of course, it's maybe perceived to be easier because someone's telling you, do this, and you're there. But if you've ever been a personal trainer, you've been around that, yeah, there's a lot of complaining, and then it's up to you to put in the full effort. If you stop early, or you don't put in the full effort, or you're not eating properly, you're not going to get the results from that either. So a lot of people hire a personal trainer, trust me, I know, and they don't get results because they don't do everything right or anything right outside. So it's not about the money. It's not about the money, or it's not about a personal trainer. A personal trainer is not going to get you more results than if you train by yourself automatically in itself. Oh, a personal trainer. Well, they still have to know what they're doing. And a lot of personal trainers do gimmicky shit in order to help people feel exhausted in the short term or stimulated psychologically. That way they keep on coming back. Well, I couldn't do this without my personal trainer. Yeah, because you're doing some weird fucking partner toss balance bullshit. In the sense of like, oh, I'm on single leg on a Bosu ball and I'm throwing a medicine ball back and forth. Okay. I guess if you needed to throw life jackets to another person, if you're on a sailboat in a storm or something, whatever. So anyway, having a personal trainer, having someone in person doesn't in itself mean that you're going to get results. And there's actually a good topic that's been going around on X lately of people saying that home gyms, or at least voicing their opinions, that people that have home gyms don't get as good results as people in a commercial gym. And that could be true on an individual level. And it's also not true, right? Because if you don't have the same quality of equipment, yeah, sure, you can make more gains having better equipment. Making the argument that if you're not in the gym, you're not inspired, you don't have access to all the equipment, you don't have like that drive. A lot of home gyms have dust on them, and a lot of people are posting pictures like, yeah, well, I'm fucking jacked, I have a home gym. So of course, obviously it's an opinion, and you can't train hard at home because you have all these other distractions around you and family and this, and you need to get away from it so you can train hard. And a lot of people say the opposite. I'm getting better results here because I don't have to worry about getting to the gym. There's different, in other words, you could do both. You could do both. You could have a home gym and a gym and a professional gym, or not. In other words, different things for different people. And a lot of people have both. They have certain things at home and they use both. Maybe you're in an area where if it snows in the winter, your gym's closed or you can't make it. You're going to get snowed in. So it's great for you to have stuff at home. That way you don't have to worry about going somewhere. The pros and cons. Okay. So that being said, it's not about the personal trainer. It's about the community. It's about the people around you. It's about the support system. You're already engaging. You're already part of the Swole fam. You're already part of the Swole fam. You really are. By listening to the podcast, by responding to the emails, you're engaging, you're plugged in. You might not have financial skin in the game, but that's just the trade-off. And that's the building of trust and taking that investment seriously. You're taking your stored human energy, money, and you are investing it in yourself. People think about fitness, or they think about Swolenormous X, or they think about some of these things sometimes, okay, as a luxury. Do you need Swolenormous X to survive? Some of us do. Some of us do. But literally survive? No, it's not oxygen. It's not air. It's not water. But it's an investment in yourself and an investment in your community. It's an investment in your mental and physical health, educationally, for a consistent standpoint. It's a foundation. And the reason why that's important is because you need to have skin in the game. And it's a trade of goods and services, right? So forget about the financial aspect of it. But again, joining the Swole fam and signing up doesn't mean that you're going to get results. Let's just be clear. Hey, I signed up. Wow, magic results. Wouldn't that be awesome? Holy shit. We'd have 7 billion members. You just signed up and got results. So that's not going to happen either. You still have to put in the work. But you have the accountability, and you have the support, and you have the rapid feedback of myself and all the other members that are essentially experts in Swolenormous X. We know all the yoga classes and where we can point you to, and where the resources and the content that you need to access. So we have all the tools at your disposal, but having the tools doesn't beget you results. You're not just going to get it because you buy a home gym, you still have to use the home gym. So I made the argument, people say, you have a home gym and then it's going to collect dust. So why have a home gym? You're not going to use it. Most home gyms collect dust. Well, most gym memberships collect dust too. You just don't see it because they clean the gym. They still take your money. Forget Planet Fitness. We talk about that a lot, but any gym, you'll never, ever, ever see all the members at the gym at one time. And if you do, you won't be able to use anything unless they have like no membership and they're brand new. If you have, some gyms have 10,000 members or 5,000 members. And how many people are there at any time? 60, 80, maybe, and they're all distributed and looks like there's a few people there. You don't want them all there at the same time. You're never going to have, we don't have every single member posting in the community all the time. If every single member of Swolenormous X posted in the community all the time, like a regular feed, like Twitter, you'd be scrolling so fast, like you wouldn't be able to see anything. So it's a good thing that not everyone's using it all the time at the same time. Shit would fall apart. You think you can't find a squat rack now, wait till you have every single member that's signed up at that location showing up at the same time. So these gyms have to sign up more people. So bottom line, a lot of people just don't use and don't do the work. So what Swolenormous X does, and what we do with revealing the 7 pillars to you, is actually the base. If you know what the structure is, if you see what time it is, you can actually invoke and create and customize a plan of action that's going to address these things. And that's what we do. There are certain things that will work better for everyone. There's certain things that will work better for some people than others. We'll help you with time management, scheduling, different ideas. We have people all over the globe and all different schedules and all different sorts of who knows what the fuck is going to happen next week. I'm working 2 weeks on and 3 weeks off and 4 weeks on and 2 weeks off and 2 days on and 5 days off. It's all over the place. So we have to find that consistency. We have to find that pulse. We have to find that the head of the nail that we can accurately just boom, boom, hammer again and again. And that's the 7 pillars. And each one of you watching and listening, if I ask you about your nutrition, it's going to be different. It's going to be a little different for each person. What time you eat, what you eat, how much you eat. I'm allergic to this. I don't like this. I find this is good. I don't, right? Training is going to be a little bit different. Even if you're all doing maximum swole, it's going to be a little bit different. Recovery, a little bit different. All these things, a little bit different for each person. All right. So happy to help you. Check us out. We have specials going on right now, but join the fam, stay plugged in, keep responding to the emails, and you need to commit. You need to find your purpose. And this is, you should probably know this. German, because when you said here, was it, how can I commit to just looking at advice if you're not there all the way? Remember the 7 pillars, the Beyond 7 Pillars ebook. So I think you said you went through it. It's not just 7 pillars, but it's the 7 pillars ebook. It's like, was it 27 or 25, 30 pages? Go through that and think more about your purpose and your why. So go through that, go through those aspects of the 7 pillars again, because that's very important. And when it comes to commitment, when it comes to consistency and discipline and, oh, I'm not motivated, you don't need motivation when you have purpose and you have meaning. And children give a lot of people meaning for that, understanding that, you know, the work and the effort and the self-improvement and the discipline going through discomfort and pushing yourself through that. You get a lot of purpose through that, doing hard labor and tough things and challenging yourself and being a better person than yesterday, but doing it for the future, delayed gratification, low time preference. You know, this is very important when you have people that are dependent on you, whether it's, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, family, parents, kids, friends, strong community. You want to be a positive outlook for them, but your purpose is more than just taking care of you. Think of how often or how far it goes by you taking care of yourself. Think of how far that bleeds into other aspects of your life and, you know, mental capacity, earning capacity, physical protection, being a good inspiration to people around you. Like it passes on and it pays off much more than just like, hey, my bicep peak is a little bit higher. Well, you can see my abs a little bit more. Yeah, that matters. It does, body fat percentage and health. And of course you feel good or you look more attractive, but there's more meaning. There's more meaning for it than that. A lot of people want to just pass off that it's not a big deal, or, oh, you have body dysmorphia, or you're a narcissist, or all you want to do is look good, and you're just in the gym, you're not really doing hard work. And people say those things in order to write off and discount so they don't have to do it, right? You show disdain, or like, oh, I'm just going to be in the gym, you know, just people that call it stupid, or it's a waste of time, or that doesn't fix depression. You can't just go tell people to go to the gym. But I can't tell people to take care of their bodies and get sun. Like it's more than just the gym physical aspect of it. But a lot of people write it off, or they cast it off like it doesn't matter, because it's easier than actually having to do it themselves. And there's something different than like, oh, I have a job that's hard and someone tells you what to do. There's one thing. And respectable, any way that you make your money, like, that's great. But you have a physically laborious job. Okay, you're choosing to do it. Not really. You're being told what to do and how to do it, and you have certain parameters. When it comes to physical training, no one's telling you to do it. I mean, I'm telling you to go to the fucking gym. No one's doing it for you. You're doing it to yourself. You're voluntarily doing it. You're challenging your body. Your body is meant to grow and to break down and to rebuild and to overcome. Like, you need physically laborious stuff, and you'll have a lot more purpose and a lot more satisfaction when you do a lot of that stuff for your normal work. That's why sitting in a cubicle like drives people crazy over time. But when you're subjecting yourself to it, building that discipline, doing it for yourself and putting yourself through it, like beating the shit up out of yourself in a good way, right? Challenging yourself and doing better yourself is a very deep satisfaction. You can't really explain it to people. Once it clicks for you and once you really you see it and you feel it, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into Rate My Meal. Rate My Meal. And it's not just going into a gym. It's the physical training. Like, you could push yourself to a limit doing a lot of different types of training. So it's not just muscle building, but you guys know what I mean. All right, let's get into the first one. Adrian Lane. There we go. Steak stir fry over white rice with jammy soy eggs. I was excited for this. What is that? Someone look that up. Is that a thing or is that a typo? I don't want to get really upset until I figure out what this is. What's jammy soy eggs? That makes me angry. I hope it's a typo. Tell me it's a typo. Steak? Yes. Eggs? Yes. I don't know what jammy soy eggs is. Someone look that up. I don't really want to know, but I do. You guys, I'll leave it there. I'll come back to it. Is that a thing? Or is it like these fake eggs? Are they actually soy? Don't put soy on things. Don't do that. Whatever that is, don't. Just the eggs, fine. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. About to. It reminds me of Seinfeld. And like, George is getting upset. Yeah, Papa's getting upset. Stop. I'm going to peek the audio. All right. Itzel Naleli Sanchez. Ugh. Homemade tacos de asada and pastor. Pastor. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Don't know what that is. Homemade tacos. All right. We know what's going on here with the processed flour and all that stuff, but I like the meat. Off to a rough start. Perfectly boiled eggs, Papa. Jammy soy. Jammy soy eggs? That means perfectly boiled eggs? No way. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? All right. Oh, Josh Spencer.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
That's not the one I wanted to hit. Where is it? Yeah, this one.
You fucking people.
Fucking carrots. Josh Spencer. Is that a member? I get confused. It's a Korean thing. Let's go back to that other shit show. How to make soy. Oh, fuck you. Really? Oh, gross. Oh, nasty. How to make soy marinated jammy eggs. Oh, why would you? Can you? You know what's so funny? You know what's really funny? Is that if I'm going somewhere to get eggs, usually we get them from a local farm. So they don't use corn, they don't use soy, right? Grain free and all that. What's funny is that if I have to eat at Whole Foods or I need to get a carton of eggs at Sprouts or something, you definitely want to get something that's corn and soy free. So out of my way to get something that's no corn, no soy. And this is like how to soak your fucking eggs in soy. The chicken aren't eating enough soy. We need to soak their fucking embryos in soy. Gross. Fuck all the way off. Gross. Fucking Koreans, man. Fucking Koreans.
What's up with the guy with the weird eyes? He handicapped or something?
Jesus Christ. Always trying to slip one in there. Nah, Koreans are pretty cool. I'm down. Down with the K-pop, you know what I'm saying? We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked, chat. We're fucking cooked. Society's on that double black diamond. That's where we're at. That's where we're at as a society. Double black diamond. Sun's kind of going down. Last run. You're like, fuck it. One more. You can't see the moguls. You're about to just hit Everest in the face. All right. Let's do another one. Let's move on.
What's in the box?
Keep plowing. Keep plowing. Just keep on plowing. Let's do it. Speaking of biggest diggas, Christopher Rodriguez. I'm going to call you Christoph because if you... Christopher. Yeah. Yeah, you know where that's going? Yeah, you know that sausage? It's going right here. Wait, where's Christopher? Yeah, Christopher's putting that. Yeah, put that sausage in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. Yeah, get in there. Get it in there. Yeah, you see that sausage? Like Pac-Man. You ready? Ooh, the sausage. Ooh, he's chasing it. He's so feisty. He's so feisty. Ooh, there it is again. Go get it, Christopher. All right. Your hot dogs or is that bratwurst? Jesus Christ. All right. Weird combination. I'll tell you what. It's very interesting. The combinations are very interesting. Because we have like, fuck it, I'll just eat sausage. I'll just eat a big fucking like hot dog, whatever, like whatever the fuck that is, brats or whatever. And then I'll have some barely like cooked, like just broccoli and cauliflower next to it. The combination is mind blowing. If you just showed me like meat, it's like, all right, meat. All right, cool. Like the buns, you know how that's going to go, or whatever those were preserved with, or the quality of the meat aside. It's like, all right, you're getting some meat, you're getting some protein. Who thinks like, I want a nice fucking big old hot dog? I know those aren't hot dogs, but a big old hot dog. You know what would really go well with this fucking ultra processed carbohydrates and, salted cured meat? Would be some broccoli and cauliflower. I'm telling you, fascinating shit. I'm enjoying Rate My Meal. I've leaned into it. I stopped trying to actually. I have no expectations anymore. My expectations are goose, bro. Goose. I assume we're getting like someone's gonna send a picture of a kitten, All right, Nawaz Chaudhry. Speaking of which, I mean, we are.
Okay.
Do not begin!
Yeah. Great. We just got straight up fucking cake here.
I work with retards.
All right. I told you. Oh, fuck it. Oh. Tyler, give this man a reach around. Someone hook this brother up. Tyler Weatherford. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Get in my belly!
T-dubs. Oh, we got a lot of good shit. We got the old school fucking, that's an old Cherokee? Not the Indian. We don't have old, I don't know. Not the John Wayne Cherokees. Jeep Cherokee. Ooh, that's a nice one. That looks like a 90 or like an 88. Oh yeah. Nice one. Cool. Jeep Cherokee and just a bunch of fucking meat. Get in my belly. Tyler for the win. Tyler wins. I think we're going to do that. We're going to crown a winner of every Rate My Meal. Yeah. Carrots. Fuck you. So, all right, here, let's go back. Let's recap. All right. You guys want to see this absolute fuckery of Rate My Meal? Let's go back. Let's recap here. Okay. Soy soaked eggs. The tacos. Looking at everything else, this is probably number 2. A big fucking carrot. I mean, make sure you get the other, make sure you clean that up a little bit before you shove it up your ass. We got the salchichas and broccoli. We got cake. And we got steak. Rough day at the office, fam. Rough day at the office. Let's get into some questions. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Questions, drop in the chat. Hashtag APS. First one's from Eric.
What's in the box?
Eric Stapelberg. He's a seething stable boy. All right. Stapelberg. Papa Swolio, best time to walk fast for 10 to 15 minutes on the treadmill. Before or after a workout, what will give my body the best results? Neither. To walk on a treadmill before or after, you can do that all day long and you'll be fine. Walk fast for 10 to 15 minutes on a treadmill. That's good. You should do that. Go walk. After a workout, I mean, warm up. You could walk. You can get out of a treadmill. You don't have to warm up and be dripping with sweat before you train. Remember, preparing for your training with proper warm-up sets and things like that is very important. And how you prepare for your sets is important. You can't just be like, oh, let me do a couple push-ups and get on the bench press for your working sets. Like, it's important to prepare your body for those all out sets. Anyway, the best time to walk fast after a workout, but walking is good. You could walk to just get if you're sitting in a car for 20 minutes to drive to the gym, yeah, walk for a couple minutes, get your body loose, okay, and then do your preparation for your strength training. But neither are going to give you awesome results. But walking's great. So for me, if I was going to do some walking or do the sauna, I do it after the session. So do any kind of cardio or walking. First thing in the morning is fantastic. I get up, take the dogs on a walk, get outside. But it's not like, oh my God, I'm doing 10 minutes, 15 minutes of walking, which gets great results. Lift heavy weights, get jacked, build muscle. And then just go for a walk. Totally fine. All right, William Newman. Hello, Newman. What's the best way to train around injuries? Lighter weights or back off of training and just let it heal, or try to do exercise that avoid those muscles? Mine is rotator cuff and knee. Well, backing off training doesn't just let it heal. So this is the misconception that not training will just heal and your body will repair. Your body will repair more efficiently if you are doing proper strength training. Now, proper strength training might be, if you're injured, might be rehab with like a resistance band and you're doing very limited weight. It's still strength training. It's still strength training. It's just a different capacity. You're not maxing out on a compound lift. It might be doing end range knee extensions with a resistance band. So don't back off training. You just need, but you have to know what you're doing and why you're doing it and what the actual injury is. A lot of times people just have pain, like, oh, this hurts, so let me just not use it. They don't know what the issue is. I happen to know the human body, so I know that if my knee hurts like this, or hurts when it does this, it makes this, it has this feeling when I do this exercise, and I'll know, oh, that's going to be this tendon, or probably like this ligament, or whatever it is, and you know how to work around it. So it depends on the pain, right? There's pain that's like pain is a warning sign. It's a sign you shouldn't be necessarily training with pain, but discomfort isn't necessarily bad. So people mistake pain for discomfort, because when you're lifting weights hard and you feel healthy, there's discomfort. And even if you're rehabbing something, it could be uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. But you guys know pain, like, oh, you don't push through that. That's a sign your body's like, fucking stop. So you shouldn't be training through actual pain. But of course, lighter weights could be the answer. But I don't back off training. I would just do exercises always. And it's not always avoid those muscles. You want to do exercise that address the issue and the cause of the issue. And that can help improve the healing or the stress around the joint. Because if there's an injury that happened as a result of a joint imbalance, you want to work on improving that imbalance. And that usually can be done through the injury or working other associated muscles. But you have to know why and what you're doing. So if you have a knee issue, it's likely also things are limited in mobility and strength around your ankle, and probably your hips and other habits. Could be, contralaterally imbalanced, left side, right side of the body. Rotator cuff. Which rotator cuff? It would make sense that even that rotator cuff issue, whichever shoulder that is and the knee, are related based on movement patterns, right? A lot of times it's because of you're moving differently or twisting differently. So you use one arm, it's your dominant arm, or it's your less dominant arm. And there's always a reason, but everyone's going to be a little bit different as to why an injury occurs. So you definitely want to keep training, but I'm not going to tell you, hey, just keep training and then you make it worse. You're not trying to make it worse. You're trying to heal. You're trying to address the issues, and you're trying to make sure that you're doing the best you can strength training wise with other things. So if you have an issue where I can't put pressure on my big toe, cool, there's leg extensions, right? You can do maybe certain types of pressing movements or certain other exercise or machine that you can avoid putting pressure on your foot in a certain way that you wouldn't be able to avoid if you're doing a barbell back squat, right? I can't do barbell back squats because of something in my foot, but if I do hack squats and I move my feet a little bit higher, it feels fine. Isn't that awesome? You could still train muscles similar, maybe not exactly the same way, but you can work around it. I can still do leg extensions. I can still train my quads. Just because your big toe hurts doesn't mean you can't train your quads and your hamstrings and your adductors. Like, there are machines for it. There's exercise for that. So people stub their fucking toe and then I can't go to the gym. It's an excuse to not train. So I'm not talking about William, I'm just talking about in general. So I'm not telling you to exacerbate, but rotator cuff, like these are very important areas. Shoulders, knees, like these are things that usually these issues start elsewhere, but they show up in the knees. They show up in the shoulder. It's other types of movement impairments or weaknesses. And then that's where the injury takes place, but it's not necessarily where the weakness is, if that makes sense. Not always. Because if you have poor ankle mobility, if you have poor hip stabilization, then your knees are at risk. It's like a tire. Your tires might be inflated. Well, that's fine. But then if the axle breaks off, like at the transmission, it's like, well, the tire was fine. Well, that doesn't matter, does it? Right? Okay. Was going to say this name. I'm not going to. Deja, right? Better than being Deja wrong. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Thanks. I'll be here for 3,765 episodes. I'm 250. I'm assuming pounds, not kilos, because goddamn, I eat 1,600 calories every day. Gym, weights, 45 minutes, cardio 15 minutes, 3 to 5 days a week. That's a big difference. Like, think about that. How much of a difference 3 or 5 is? Less than half the week or the majority? A third of the week or 2/3? I'm seeing very slow results. Been a month. Sorry. Only lose 3 pounds. Only lost 3 pounds in a month. Like, people have no fucking idea of what proper weight loss or what's healthy. Imagine being frustrated on losing like half a pound a week. Almost a pound of extra weight a week. Oh, also you have PCOS. Well, you have insulin resistance. You're probably you're pre-diabetic or diabetic. So I don't know what the 1,600 calories are. That's like almost starvation if you're lifting weights. You're doing bullshit lifting. It's been a month. So I don't even know what you're doing. You might be doing everything right. It's been a fucking month. So I need more information. But I would get on a quality strength training program, lifting hard, progressive overload, cardio. You could be doing more cardio, but do it after you're lifting or on non-lifting days. 1,600 calories, whatever. I mean, make sure you have sufficient protein and you're, eating quality foods, and we can talk about the carbs and the fat. So it depends. But you will be losing weight. I mean, you will be losing weight. I would go much more on like the protein and the, oh God, very slow results. All results are slow. It's been a month. If you literally have only been doing this for a month, then my God, talk to me in like 2 more months. So 3 pounds is great. Don't use PCOS as a crutch. You have insulin resistance. You're like pre-diabetic. So you're probably eating shit. And you're probably not eating 1,600 calories. I'm always skeptical when people say, I eat 600. Guess what? No one does. No one does. No one hits 1,600. Like on the money, you don't even know what you're utilizing. You don't really know. Probably eating 1,800 or 22 and then 12. Who knows? Like you're not going to be hitting, like that number is just so fucking the arbitrary flat number. It's never going to be perfect. So you're not eating that every day. It's fluctuating. A couple other things that don't matter. Weights, 45 minutes does not matter. The time, that doesn't matter. 45 minutes of weights. It does not matter how long it takes. That's the least important thing. Wow, you did 45 minutes? That's like me saying, like, my work, I did 2 hours of weights. A lot of times I'm walking around or it's like 6 minutes of rest. I'm not lifting fucking heavy weights the entire time. Who cares what the time is? What matters is the volume, the intensity, and the frequency of those body parts and the training. Like the time doesn't matter. You could do heavy weights. You can make sick gains lifting for half an hour, like total. You just can't do as much and you need to be doing it more frequently and better programming. All right. The amount does not matter. Like the time doesn't matter. Jeremy, George, In a month, like you're not going to get results in a month with anything. All right, for the most part. Jeremy George. So I've been eating fruit before my early workout, like a banana or peaches or something. And then I tend to crash. I found out this is a fructose overload. What's a good snack to eat prior to an early workout that won't make me crash and that won't be harsh on my stomach? Well, I mean, that depends. But it could also be intra-workout. So like cyclic dextrin, if you need some carbs. Honey, raw honey. Some people, like I've dabbled with like, rice cakes with like bananas and honey. But if you don't want the banana, but that's not really right before. So there you go. I mean, what else are you doing before your workout? Pre-workout, you drinking coffee first? What's your hydration like? Electrolytes? You crash. But you say you tend to crash. So when do you crash? During your workout or after? During your workout or after? That's where I'm questioning. So you could do something like honey or some kind of like intra-workout carb, but you want it to be more glucose if you're doing something with your intense training. If that's what you're doing. I don't know what kind of a workout you're doing. So what I also personally like too is protein first and some and carbs during. So you could do that also. I would just stay away from like citric foods like lemon and stuff like that. That might cause you distress, but honey is good for carbohydrates. Maybe that with your banana. I mean, it depends. It depends. You have to test these things individually. But the problem is, well, like for training, remember, your early workout, I don't know what early means for you, but what are you doing the night before? So if you have enough carbohydrates before and the day before with your muscle glycogen saturated, that's what's really important. So first thing, what you're eating right now, like you wake up and you have a banana, that's not getting into your muscles. That's not digesting and breaking down and getting around to your muscles. And carbohydrates are relaxing for the nervous system. So you really want to make sure that you are ready to train and train hard. That's why I like personally more like intra-workout carbohydrates, but it really depends also on early morning workouts depend on what you're doing the day before. But those are things that I like. You can also do protein and carbs first, but something you want to definitely not do is just keep the fats away from your workout. No fats before, during, or right after. Just keep the fats lower. Protein and carbs. Hillieri, Rachel. How do you deal with fascia issues? I swear my arm is being held back because of this. Starting to feel it in my hamstrings too, and yoga ain't cutting it. Fascia issues? We do a lot of, we have some yoga stuff. I mean, a lot of times people, you don't know that. Feel what in your hamstrings? Your arm is being held back. Could be a nutrient deficiency. Could be low on magnesium. Could be hydration. Could be you're not doing enough weighted strength training, full range of motion. Could be your sleep. Like feel what in your hamstrings? Starting to feel it? How do you feel your fascia? How do you feel that? I'm just asking leading questions. Your arm is being held back. Like held back, like someone has your arm behind your back, or like it's not growing or developing like your other arm. Are you doing dead hangs? What are you doing with your training? What are you doing in your life? Yoga ain't cutting it. Cutting what? Like what are you trying to get out of this, and what are you feeling? What's happening here? So I would need to know a lot more things. You could do foam rolling, you could do massage, but these are not replacements for actually good daily regular habits and repetitive movements. So just doing like static stretching and then sitting, like you need to be doing these things under load, strengthening the muscles, strengthening the tendons and ligaments through a full range of motion. So it's important to have good form. It's important to do full ROM. It's important to, especially like, Jefferson curls or sissy squats, and maintain that mobility. Stretching is great. Yoga is great. These are great ways to activate muscles and And you can do massage, you could do foam rolling and things like that. But a lot of times people do that, and then the issue comes right back because the habits didn't change. And that led to like the knots or the discomfort. How many people are lowering their stress? Don't discount psychological stress for physical manifestations and tightness and feeling of between your shoulder blades. And people think that there's tightness between my shoulder blades. So they massage it and they loosen it when they really have very weak posterior rotator cuffs and they're not retracting their shoulder blades enough. And they feel this tension because they're actually being pulled apart and they're protracted. So the tension they feel isn't tightness, it's actually overstretched. They need to strengthen it and loosen up all the internal rotation and the thoracic flexion. People are hunched over on their phones all the time. They feel really tight in their shoulder blades because it's actually weak and getting overstretched and lengthened, and there's tension pulling to the front too much. Okay. A.N. Min. Last chance for questions. How can I get back in the gym? I've not been there for about 8 years. Bus, car, walking, bicycle. If you're really feeling frisky, unicycle. You got those little hoverboard wheel things. You can get one of those. Big wheels take you a long time, but you could do it. You could crawl, bear crawl. You've had people that do triathlons or ultra marathons on their fucking hands and knees, and they do that. So you could hitchhike. Not necessarily recommended. A lot of ways you can get back into the gym. Just pick any of those. Plane. I guess you could fly to the gym, but that's weird. Doesn't seem to make much sense. You could walk in. Just walk in. You could walk in. That works. That works too.
That's deep.
Like, what are we really doing here with that? How do I get back into the gym? Seriously, come on. I'm not saying I won't answer it, but if you have you could ask me anything you want. Anything you want. You're going to submit a question. How do I get back into the gym? It's been the fuck? What do you mean how do you get back into the gym? You could join us at swolenormousx.com. If you I don't know what to do. You could ride a horse. You could ride a dog if it's big enough. You have to be really tiny though. You might be tiny. You might be very tiny. You could ride a dog. You could ride a big dog if you're very, very tiny because you don't go to the gym. You get tiny little muscles. You could ride Pinkston Churchill. You could ride Pinkston. She can carry you. Oh, that's Tainty Boy. Oh, swole as fuck. She's swole as fuck. She'll carry you. Yes, she will. But what are we doing? I know what you mean. You could join us. We have all the programs, and I'm trolling you. You gotta laugh at it. But we have the programs. We have it all in Swole Enormous X. That's why it exists. So join the fam. Have the tools at your disposal. Execute. But how do I get back into it? By fucking doing it. Stop making it like there's a, how do I do it? I can't figure it out. You're not Nicolas Cage. You're not trying to, decipher fucking hieroglyphs, to find buried treasure. It's like, oh my God, how do I possibly do that? The key lies with Charlotte. What the fuck am I going to do? What does that mean? Oh, it's a riddle. The first name. It's a name. It's a fuck. Go to the fucking gym. It's not a mystery. Fuck. All right. Am I the asshole? I feel like that could have been. All right. Ooh, no. We don't even need to read any of these. We don't need to read any of these. I can answer all these questions. I think that's the thing with Reddit. You can answer all these questions just by reading the top. Am I the asshole for snapping at my boyfriend after he deliberately tried sabotaging my weight loss repetitively? You're the asshole. You're both, again, it usually comes down to both people being assholes. No, he's the asshole, but repetitively. After the first time, you're the asshole for fool me once, twice, you're the asshole. You're both assholes. So there it is. And then we'll read the story. I'm 20-year-old female. He's 29-year-old male. I've gained a bunch of weight since quarantine. Oh, that's a throwback. Or maybe not. And started feeling really disgusted with myself. So I started the keto diet about a month ago. Oof. It's been a roller coaster since that point because I have found that while I know I need to lose weight, I hate dieting, absolutely hate it. So needless to say, I'm a bit irritable and try my damnedest to not let that seep into my everyday life. Then don't diet. Eat the right foods. My boyfriend, since I started dieting, has been quite literally trying to shove gross foods down my throat, saying that I am starving myself. After all, most of the keto plans include fasting until dinner time. So I eat, but apparently not enough for his liking. Not every keto diet involves fasting, so it's not an everyday thing, but he cannot accept it still. So for weeks, he has been buying what I consider to be my favorite junk foods and dangling them in front of my face. He'll say things like, babe, you know you want some. Oh, he's a piece of shit. It's not going to make you gain weight just from eating a little, and has been all around super unsupportive. He even whined and cried until I stopped taking metabolism boosters because he swore up and down it was destroying my system, apparently. Oh, yeah, you're the asshole. You're with this fucking... He whined and cried, like literally? Yeah, well, you both suck. Sounds like you're perfect for each other. Why are we reading this anymore? No. All right. So the other day I put on some workout videos. I mean, a lot of you, some of you this might strike home, so we'll finish it. So the other day I put on some workout videos and was doing some body fat killing Zumba shit. Yeah, you're the asshole. He walked by and flicked off the video and turned on his video games. I asked him what he was doing. He responded with, "You don't even need to fucking lose weight. Just stop. For info, I'm 5'5" and weigh 240. Oh, you're obese. I definitely am considered obese for my height. So yes, I do need to lose the extra pounds. Yeah, absolutely. You know what's not here? I bet you he doesn't work out. He's fat and you're going to leave him. And you are. You should have. I started crying from pure frustration, asked him why he wanted to keep me fat and hating myself. He said, "That's not even what this is. You should probably go eat something so you can go back to your normal self, because to be quite frank, I'm tired of your fucking attitude." That's insane. Am I the asshole for being pissed off? Well, I mean, yes and no. You're both in this codependent relationship. So he's getting off on, keeping the status quo or keeping you fat, or he's, very self-conscious, low self-esteem, and this, that, and the other. Am I the asshole for being pissed off? A part of me feels like I probably am, because I do get angry when I'm hungry, but I make a point to not take it out on him. It just sounds like an extremely toxic relationship both ways. So what, if you're 5'5", 240, I mean, he has low self-esteem. He doesn't think he could do better. He doesn't want you to do better, because then you'll be better. You'll find someone else maybe. Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve what you're getting now. Are you the asshole? And then you're going to ask if you're the asshole. It's like, it's an abusive relationship, just psychologically. People just repeat their old habits. They repeat patterns that they've seen or that they've experienced. So it's comfortable. So she's probably been in these things before, and her parents are probably, one of them was like this, her mom was like this, or whatever. And you always think it's your fault, or you're trying to smooth things over and keep the peace, or who knows. Yeah, but you should be all in on changing yourself and improving yourself. Let's see. This is a great question. Mega Sturl on YouTube. Why people retarded? I love how the question is retarded. Why people retarded? Space question mark.
What, are you retarded?
I don't know, but it seems like everyone is. We got another question here in the meantime. Papa Swole, Papa Friend is starting gym. Good friend. Is starting 1 day week in gym. Good start or pointless? Then we move 2 days a week, 3 days, and so on. Want to help with habits. 1 day in the week, it's not pointless. It's never pointless. The most important thing is, if you should start going, the person should be starting to go and build the habit of going. At least start with 3 times a week. I mean, there's different ways to build a habit, but it doesn't have to be a lot. The biggest issue that people have with going to the gym is the process of setting aside time and scheduling it into their life. So literally, if you started this person 3 days a week, and the first day you do like 1 or 2 things really simple and leave, like very light, you're not pushing to failure, just learning. And then in 2 days you go back and then you do the same things, very light, just go through it. It's more about the habits and the preparation and the eating beforehand and getting your life organized to prioritize that every day. It's not about what you do at the beginning, because you're not going to make a lot of results. You have to learn. You have to learn, but once a week is not going to build a habit. So it's important to go more often and do less, but you have to know how to push it, how to teach, and then how to not overdo it so the person's not like crippled sore a couple days later. So just stick with a couple things, do a couple basic things like go one day and do a little bit of upper body, and then 2 days later you can go back and do a little bit of lower body. Just teach, a couple different, form for different exercises and work around the next time, but build that frequency, build that habit. Like you said, want to help with habits? Then you want to create the habit of frequency. And 3 days a week would be a great start. And just adjusting so you're not going to be crippled sore so you can build that habit. All right, gym teachers shouldn't be fat. Agreed. These are just completely, we don't even save so much time just reading the headlines. There it is. Correct. The reason why I'm saying this is because I went with my niece and sister to my niece's school for a small Christmas deal they had last night. The school was decorated and they had the choir group singing. They had cookies, punch, and the students were allowed to walk around the school and show the parents their art projects, teachers, and friends. Oh, isn't that nice? That's very nice. That's very nice. My niece is in 6th grade and they built a new school for them. So this is how the school was shown off. My niece let us meet her gym teacher. The lady was 28 or 29, but probably weighed 300 plus pounds. She told my sister that my niece had a hard time running a 6-minute mile and that she would kind of slow down towards the last stretch. She also mentioned how she would like for her to build more upper body strength so she could do more push-ups and pull-ups. Oh, I would be like, show me. What do you mean by a pull-up? Can you show me what good form? Oh, absolutely. I would not be able to keep my mouth shut. Listen, I highly doubt this gym teacher could run a 6-minute mile or do more than 2 push-ups or pull-ups. Gym teachers shouldn't be terribly out of shape. Terribly out of shape? They should be fucking jacked. They should be in great condition. That just doesn't make sense to me, let alone she can't randomly tell us that my niece needs to work on her physical fitness to be better. You might want to do the same, teacher. Maybe set a better example for the kids, just my opinion. And it's a correct one. Sometimes opinions are true. Opinions are great, okay? It's an opinion, but sometimes opinions are facts. Okay. All right. Let's see. Alan Olvera responding to the once a week. As long as you don't hurt yourself, you can go every day. But if you're more comfortable with going 1 day a week and then upping it, it's up to you, but just better to go every day. Yeah, I mean, you want to set a good habit. So going every day, you have to be careful. Like I was saying, you can go every day. You don't have to go every day anyway, but you can go and just walk on the treadmill and do a couple exercises. But you have to know what to do properly. Yeah. Anyway, yes, you want to build those habits.
What's in the box?
All right, here we go. One more here. Oh, I am absolutely offended. I am very offended. Just go to the gym is not good advice. Oh dear.
Go fuck yourself.
Every time I tell someone I am depressed as fuck, they tell me to work out. I already work out by pumping weights, and I do cardio on other days. Pumping weights. It makes me feel good during the activity and like half an hour later, but it's no solution. My life is just bad and I hate living. Okay. It's actually awesome advice. There's something here that people need to understand. Going to the gym, you're not in the gym 24 hours a day. You're not in the gym 24 hours a day. So what are you doing outside the gym? Your life is just bad and you hate living. Well, there you go. So the gym is fantastic advice. It's all these other things that you need to work on too. Your nutrition, your environment. There are a lot of factors. Yeah, going to the gym is great. Look, you say, if it makes you feel great during the activity and like half an hour later. Yeah. And wait till you build muscle and you carry that around all the time. You carry around those benefits and the muscles and the health. You carry that around with you. I don't have to work out right now for someone to know that I lift weights and that I go to the fucking gym. They know. Don't underestimate the impact of looking like you're strong as shit, being strong as shit, like actually being able to move things on planet Earth easily and to be effective. and to be a menace. Don't underestimate how important it is and how useful it is to be strong. A lot of you understand this. And there's something that'll happen in your life. It might even be small. There's something that'll happen in your life, big or small, where there's a situation where something is either very heavy or perceived to be heavy, or there's something that needs to happen and someone's struggling with it, or there's something that has to happen in a short period of time and you react and you do it easily. And then everyone, like people around you, are like, oh my God, and it was like a piece of cake, you know, it's super simple, or it's like, oh, it was very easy. And you realize the disparity between how easy it is for you to move through life versus other people. And what I mean by that is, for some people carrying groceries, a couple bags is like, I see people struggle with like the lightest, like it's sad. It's pathetic in many ways. And this goes even for elderly people. It's just like, it's sad. I mean, because I get it. You didn't grow up in a culture where like you lifted weights and you trained and like you just didn't do anything. And then you just got old and decayed and died. But it just shows, oh my God, that's easy for me. And you can go and help people. I'm not saying just like stand there and laugh and point, but there's going to be something where like, oh, you need to move something. And you think about it later. Oh yeah, I just lifted that and just threw it up on the top in the attic. And it was like nothing to me. I carried it upstairs and everyone's like, oh my God, that's amazing. You're like, okay. Yeah. It makes Earth lighter. It's just so useful. It's so useful. It's so useful in all aspects of life. So aside from this, you have a lot of things to work on, but go to the gym. Look, you go and for half an hour later. Well, it's longer than that. So for 2 or 3 hours, this person feels awesome, right? Just going to the gym is not good advice. I feel awesome when I go and for a while after, but then, yeah, it's awesome. Going to the gym helps a lot. And look, it helps even when you're not doing the activity. It builds your self-confidence, all these different things. Train first thing in the morning, eat better food, go get sunlight, improve other habits. There's a reason why the 7 pillars doesn't just say go to the fucking gym. So there's 7 pillars. That's why the 7 pillars are important. That's why it's not just eat real food and then lift heavy weights. There's other pillars for that reason. That's why mindfulness is important. Recovery is important. Community is important. And yeah, Cerny's absolutely right. You'd be surprised how much crap food can fuck with your brain. Thinking you're depressed is one of them. Yeah, blue lights. And we're talking about not just, well, Papa Swole, there's blue light. The sun is blue light. We're not talking about flickering LEDs and fluorescent lights when you're not supposed to have fluorescent lights. You're not getting all the full information that you would normally get from sunlight. It's not full spectrum. I mean, there's a lot of problems. And it's compounded. We always talk about that. It's compound. It's not one thing. All right, let's get into this video. It's called Cereal. Oh my God. The text on the screen, you guys ready? We'll get one more question first. The text on the screen says, buying my 9 kids their own cereal. Ooh, I am going to be cranky after this one. Alan, Papa Swole, in 2020, when I started to work out, it was a weight thing, right? But I didn't know the impact it had. Or I had. My uncle now, he is a trainer in Mexico. I had a friend reach out to me. I helped him to tell me that I helped him. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Gorillas for you and your uncle. Good for him. Excellent. It's very satisfying when someone near and close to you that you care about takes it up a level and like carries and it impacts their life. But you can't force people to do it. So it's really hard when it's really rough. It's really rough when people don't, but it's very satisfying when people do. And more or not, more won't than will, but it's very satisfying when you will. Alan follows up and says, when I started my journey, it was for me, but the way it impacted other people's lives is crazy. And it's going to impact in different ways. And remember, when you forge your identity or people know who you are and they've known you for 10, 20 plus years and they see you changing, think about that. They've known you for years or decades. So you can't just like, oh, I started doing this thing. First off, you don't have results right away. You don't have the evidence, the proof. So you have to undo all these habits. You're hanging out with people that have only known you eating shit, eating garbage, not doing this. So they'll tease you, they'll chide you, they'll try to keep the status quo, and They don't want you to change because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Things in my world are changing, and oh my God, they try to keep that balance in the relationship, right? And it's subconscious too, in many ways. But once you actually get the result, they speak for themselves. You don't have to be like, well, I'm doing this, I'm not doing this. Distance yourself, get the results. You come back in, you're muscular, you're this, you're doing awesome. That's what I do. People will shut the fuck up when you show them the proof. When they see, oh my God, you've done so much. Let it speak for themselves. Let it speak for themselves. And people see that. And they secretly deep down want it. And you just can't help them until they're ready to be helped. And that's the hard part. People have to want to be helped. And most people actually don't want help. Most people ask questions, and we do this all the time on the show. Most people ask questions and they don't want an answer. They ask questions that are unanswerable or so vague that anything that I respond with is useless. How do I get results? It's just, what do you say to that? What do you say? It's called cereal. Cereal. Buying my 9 kids their own cereal. Cool. Buying my 9 kids poison. Excellent. Love it. Love poisoning children. Let's do it.
Let's buy my 9
Jesus.
kids their own box of cereal. I love how all these cereals have no food dyes and no high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, no high fructose corn syrup. They just swap out the label. They call it something else. It's still absolutely ultra processed shit. They do this all the time. They did it with the trans fat and no high fructose corn syrup. You think they're just putting in great ingredients now? Oh, it says it doesn't have this. Well, it doesn't have anything of benefit either. It's trash. Trash.
My 16-year-old daughter is not much of a cereal eater, but she will eat these. My 14-year-old daughter requested some of these like granola oats and dark chocolate instead of regular cereal. My almost 13-year-old son...
Granola oats and chocolate, so just candy. Oh, cookies. It's disgusting. So this is like budget cocoa crit, whatever the little cookies and milk. Just eat candy. Just eat dessert for breakfast. It's fucking child abuse.
My almost 13-year-old son and my 10-and-a-half-year-old son are typical boys and wanted the cookie cereal, right?
Typical boys. They want their candy. They want their drugs. They want their fix. They've never had real food in their life.
And then my 9-year-old daughter, she is a little bit plain Jane when it comes to cereal. She likes just crispy rice with some...
Honestly, if it was actually like, if it wasn't all the other wheat flour and shit, if it was actually just crispy rice, it'd be like the healthiest one. She's plain Jane. Well, it's actually probably the best one, the least damaging.
Milk. Then my 7-year-old son, he wanted this, what he calls it Captain Crunch, but you know what I mean. My 5-year-old son loves Cinnamon Crunch, and they only had the family size, so he lucks out and gets a big one. My 2.5-year-old daughter and my 1-year-old son, they like Fruit Rounds, but they were out of those, so we're trying these. My handsome husband, of course, we had to get him one. We got him some Honey Wheat Puffs. Now, when we bring all these cereals home, I get out my Sharpie marker and I write on whose is whose. I purposefully named all of my children starting with a different letter. So even when they're too young to read their own name or read other people's names, they are going to know their letter and can find their own stuff easily. I love giving them all their own letters. And so, yes, I will write their names on their cereals. And so when it's time, there you go. Now, cereal in our household is a sometimes thing. We definitely do not eat it every morning for breakfast, but it's a nice little treat for them.
Well, that's refreshing. It's a sometimes thing. It's always more than you think it is. But at least, okay, all right. So maybe they are getting some actual food. I mean, she has 9 kids, so she definitely doesn't have any problems reproducing. She's popping them out. So, all right. Cereal's garbage. Cereal's garbage. It's garbage. I'm assuming that was Walmart. Rice Crisps, right? Not Rice Krispies. Puffed rice snacks. Let me see here. Rice Crisps. Let's just do Great Value. Let's look it up. Just because, we're not going to. Let's see if we have. So I can pull it up on screen. What do we got? Ingredients. Hey, look at that. Just saying. I mean, you know what's funny? Is that even in 4 ingredients, they still find a way. Even you could put on the front, Rice Crisps, great value, only 4 ingredients. Oh, they still find a way to poison you. 2 out of 4 are still poison, right? Even with 4 ingredients, we'll still make sure 50% of them try to fuck you up. Look at that. Rice, sugar, corn syrup, and salt. Rice Crisps. Yeah, why is there corn syrup? Why? So it's sweet. And sugar, as if corn syrup's not enough for sweetness. It's sugar, salt, and rice. Gross. Gross. Just for example, gross. That's what I'm saying. If it's actually, dried puffed rice and it's literally rice, like you have a rice cake and it's like rice and it's cooked and it's fluffy and they toast it. All right, you could dehydrate it and make something. Okay, it's rice. Once you add sugar and corn syrup, the box is probably more nutritious. Just chewing cardboard. It might actually be. All right, Swole card time. Then we have a throwback. Let's give it away. Where is the, you're almost ruining the card again. Ruining the card. Don't do that. Do you know Chihuahuas, or I don't know if all dogs do, but they have 18 muscles in each ear. They go different directions. They go back. They go back. They go forward. They go down. You ready? Boink. And then we have sleeping as donut. Loves it. All right, Swole card. Swole AF. Drop that in the comments. Let's give it away. No, Falcon. Hold on. Not yet. We did not give it away. My goodness. Not yet. Not yet. Settle down. Let's do it again. Music, Falcon. All right. Well, do your job. Do your job or I'll find someone else who will. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. All right. We have a winner today. Sending it to the YouTubes, Alan Olvera 8213. Congratulations. There you go. Falcon. That was nice. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Freddie, you do it afterwards. There you go. Much better. After. Not before the music, after. Okay. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3765 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Excellent. Congratulations. And great comments today. Great posts. Good stuff. Get control of your bird, Papa. I can't handle anything that he does. Tessie, get control of your man. Get control of your man. Get control. And Tess Hornet doesn't give a shit. Get control of your man. I don't know. Maybe he's stressed out. He hasn't gotten laid lately. I don't know. Are you guys having a tough time? Oh, look at Pinkston. We'll focus on her. Isn't she gorgeous? Little scratchies for the fam. Aww. Gratuitous pink scratches. Very cute. Very nice. Let's do a throwback. Here we go. We'll close it out.
Fatarchy is the radical
Fatarchy.
Fatarchy is the radical destruction of fat hatred and the radical liberation of fat bodies.
I made it up. I'm making it all up.
Where are these fat bodies being contained? Is there a fat centration camp somewhere?
We are no longer making ourselves small. We are taking up all of the space.
No shit.
We are no longer letting our healthcare providers treat us like shit.
You tell them, sis.
We are going no contact with our fat-hating family.
Oh.
And last, but not least,
shit.
We are taking down Ben Shapiro.
I remember this one. What?
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie.
You could have told me, all right, list 1,000 things that is going to come out of her mouth next. I would have written down 1,000 things. It would take me a while. I don't think Ben Shapiro would have been on that
Came
list.
out of her fucking Wii. What a great edit. What a great edit. Wait, there he is. Bloop. Bloop. Oh my God, that's right. That's right. Ben Shapiro. Yeah, we're taking him down. All right, fam. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for 3766. Congratulations, Alan, on winning the Swole card. And we'll get after it again tomorrow. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the show with your friends. Again, if you're interested in getting started, swolenormousx.com. Check the links down below. Join the fam. Post up in the community. Post up in the app. Let's get you all fucking swole. We'll see you next time. Peace, McGee, Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.